This week I'm thinking about the law of attraction. How does that work? How does that show up in your life? And really, why bother even to think about it? Well, because there is this law of attraction, and everything you want starts with a thought, takes form as a logical progression from creating that seed in consciousness that brings to mind what it is you need and want, what you desire. So I use this law of attraction daily. I incorporate it into my workshops, my Sunday gatherings, and it's how many ways can you can you say it and keep it interesting? Well, I found a way that I was inspired, as a matter of fact, with this sentence: "If you don't want it, don't think it." Well, that seems very simple, of course, and it's, as everything that seems simple many times is a lot more complicated. So I was bringing it up. I was sharing this way of saying it with my groups, and I invariably got the question came back to me about, well, how do you do that? It sounds so simple, etc. But so I said, oh, okay. Well, what you do is you think of what you do want. You think of the positive. You think of how does that going to play out for you. And anyway, so what I did in the long term was to create a card. Here it is, actually. And the card says, "If you don't want it, don't think it." And then on the other side of the card are affirmations, because one does need a little direction. One does need some help, let's say, in creating that opposite kind of thought many times. Because when you're in the middle of something, when you're in the middle of a negative situation, it's really hard to think outside of that particular box. So then we turn to these affirmations, which have the ability to turn our thoughts to something that's going to be good for us. And all of life falls into 4 different categories. There's love and relationships, health, prosperity, and also creativity and self-expression. That has to do with your career and everything else that you do. Okay. And so the affirmations particularly address those areas of life. And very, very simple, very, very short. They're not long things. They're 1 or 2 sentences each. But amazingly, they will turn your attention to what you want to have happen in your life, rather than bemoaning what is going on in your life. Okay. I'm going to make this card available on my website, and anybody who, for instance, will purchase a book from my website, one of my books, Living from the Inside Out, I will include the card. And I'd be happy to send the first card to anybody who really wants it. And my email address is at the end of this video, and just email me and I'll be happy to send it to you. And remember, if you don't think it, if you don't want it, don't think it. If you don't think it, it isn't going to happen, okay? So so this week, think about what you're thinking about. What does it mean to you? How is it demonstrating in your life? What is the reality of what you're going through? Maybe we'll talk about reality next week. But anyway, have a good week. And if you don't want it, don't think it. And come again next week for new Inner Landscapes. Have a good one. Bye.